Good morning. Or should I say good morning? No, that's an old meme. Today we're trying stuff out. And that stuff is Underworld Breach. We have combo in the deck, sort of. Well, not really. Mostly it's Breach with bolts. Probably should play 18 lands. Given my care. Yeah, with this and this. Yeah, definitely should play 19 lands. But we won't be able to play 19 lands this prelim, so we're gonna have to stuck with 18. This is gonna be my mulligan. I believe. This we can keep. Put back a fetch. Let's see what Gigi is playing with. Murktide Region Rhinos. Alright, this song is really bad, I skip it. Guess it's really poor Gachimuchi. Shen would like a fiery islet. Sure. Guess so. Actually, not really. I wouldn't want fiery islets in the breach deck necessarily because I think getting 2 more lands is gonna be good. Seems like it was Rhinos, so I should have played my creature.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Thank you, Ill-Fated, for the 2 gifted subs to 2 users. Very based. I think I'll play DCR. Available to counter the Rhinos. Dead, okay. We're going to Spell Piece Rhinos, Bold Agent, Dash Ragavan. Die to second Rhinos, probably. Also, yeah, we got a new emote with chatters. So for those who are subscribed, enjoy the new emote. Any reason to dash? You could just play Ragavan and DRC. A reason not to do that is Fury. Did they play Fury in those 5-color Rhinos actually? I'm not even sure. Seems like they do, yeah. Leyline Binding, Blood Moon, no problem. I guess, I don't know, I'll just play them. I don't think this game is going to very successfully. Alright, I guess I like to see that. But maybe trying to play around the spell pierce. I could fetch to gain delirium. That was probably what I was supposed to do. There's no breach. But yeah, I guess +2 life for my opponent for no reason. So I'm assuming that likely they will resolve Rhinos on the next turn through Spell Pierce, and that will be painful. Any chance I'll be casting Giganta this game? Meaningfully. I guess I should grab it, because even if with Shredder drawing it, my goal is to bolt my opponent now. With breach. Which really just means that I want to resolve a breach. But if they had 2 less life, that would have been better for me, right? Definitely. I guess I'll top it. Does Giganta just block and win us the race? Well, it's unlucky that it will actually happen. They can have extra Rhinos, they can have interaction for Giganta. They can play under creature right now. We can attempt to do that though. I think I'm gonna iterate though. think this goes to graveyard because it does not actually help. What do I need to hit? A land, breach? Actually, maybe it does help. I think it actually does help because, well, it's a bit tough. Hand, bottom, Exiler. So I guess it is a problem that I breach, you know. I can't bolt now from breach. But there is a chance this will get fossil negationed. Why not exile, breach, heat, hand? Yeah, I think you're right. Kinda mismanaged a few things here and there. Because we are now drawing with bubble. It doesn't really do anything. It's a bit of a... yeah. Incoherent of a plan. It does draw out a Boseju, which is good. Could bolt them. No, it doesn't matter. Guess we'll fetch a tapped one. Well, it does matter because we need to find one more damage, but... I don't think it's super clear they bolt them. We regain Delirium when we get an enchantment from Breach. Thing is that if we shock and we get this counter, we die. They had a Boseju, which might suggest that they would want to use Boseju before Fossil Negation. But we probably should play to win. Let's play to win. Mostly just missed damage this game, which was bad. No, actually, I guess you just can take it. Because they seem not to have a Cascader because they wouldn't have cast it. There's a chance they have. Yeah, actually just play it tapped, whatever. Because there's no reason to shock to play the heat. Is what I'm thinking. Well, we don't lose to fire anyway. Yeah, but they didn't have Cascade. They could have Force of Negation. I wasn't dead to Force of Negation if I put a tapped land because I take 8 and they take 1. So if they have Force of Negation only, they don't die. It seemed like I just didn't have anything, so my loose moves didn't matter. You have 2 Flaster, 2 Explosives. We could have Werther over Prismatic Ending or... Unholy Heats. I think I will not play the removals. Blood Moon. I will need to play Blood Moon over Teferi, and I think Teferi seems better to me. You can go down -1 bolt. Keep 3 bolts for bracing. No com winning counter equals 1. Well, let's say truly a combo deck. Let's board out the double Master's Bolt. Where is it? Here. So in this deck, because of the White Splash, the Blood Moon is only reserved for the most land-based decks. So I'm not gonna be using it to mana screw people. Except for the Amulet people. But like here you care more about turning their deck off rather than mana screwing them. So it's like more so what happens. Put both back. Mountain Elf a bit awkward here, but
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hi.
hi. Graveyard. Check the top card. Ragavan. Graveyard. Pass. Time to get wrecked by Endurance, which I don't have a good answer to, I guess, because I bought it out on Holy Heat, so I actually kind of suck against it. So if an Endurance gets played on turn 3, I just shrug and die. Unless I regain Delirium with Considers. But even then, it's a 3/4 breach. What if we splash green for Grave since there is no combo? When dot? Then what? There's actually no willingness in me to splash to a 4th color for a 2-drop creature. Safari better than Goif. I think Prismatic Ending is for this deck, which otherwise cannot beat Sanctifier on Vec. and similar. Some people could interpret it as a bot. Well, true. Just order tickets for San Diego. Round trip costed me almost 500. What happens in San Diego? Regional in April, okay. Yeah, the next regional being standard is tough life. So hard to play standard reasonably. I think the challenges on mod are kinda okay. But still, it's like a relatively feels weird that it's such a small metagame. Think you fetch in your turn. Why? There's no point. I'll not fetch end of their turn if they pass. No, it's awkward. I mean, it's still awkward. If you want to play consider, it's the same thing. There's no difference between fetching. I mean, I have a blue as long as I have the fetch uncorrect. Well, like a different argument is if I consider end of turn anyways, which I could do actually. Because if they outburst, I'm fine erasing that. But there's no upside to fetching in my turn, really. You don't consider, I think. Well, I did. If I don't consider, I don't. The mountain is too bad for me. If they resolve rhinos, I can raise that. Seems like they might have the endurance. Nice. This is expensive and it's not a breach. I think. They didn't have rhinos. Let's just play a shredder now. Seems good to back up my DCRs, although DCR plus spell pierce is also attractive. When there is a clear best deck inside and the only other deck is this anti-Grixis mono-white deck that plays 4 main Agric on a Bankbuster, the metagame is not healthy. I don't know if there's only... I don't know if that's how my standard metagame is, really. Like, maybe it is, but... I'm not actually sure if that's what it truly is. DRC plus Pierce looks good, even against Endurance. I would have played Shredder if I hadn't drawn this or Ragavan to line up nicely with my turn. You're a much better player than me. What is your take? Well, I don't play standards. I don't know, but I think there is a. I think the level to which standards explored is not that deep. So I kind of hard to convince statements like that.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Deep, deep, deep Canibasa.
Yeah, endurance I probably should have thought about and had unholy heat in my deck. Because this now is truly painful. Delirium question mark. Very good question. I mean, standard and model isn't really influenced by Crocky's Bruce. I think there is no little flow of information between those two. And I kind of consider this model challenges to be the only real standard. It's an arena things just happened. I would even say as far as I would even go as far as saying that pre-MH2 Hammer was actually just a meme deck. It wasn't even good. Well, here that combo was arguably a deck, but Pen could play Fury 1-3, but they could also not. Alright, let's go Underworld Breach. Perfect. Good hit. Alright, we did some stuff. We won the match. It was not a nicely looking match, but somehow my opponent stood no chance and we 2-0'd them. We made some awkward moves, I had some awkward draws, and like I had an endurance that I couldn't really answer, but I guess Shredder is good at answering endurance. Like matches up really well against the card. Still don't understand people liking Rhinos. Well, they win games and they like them.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Rhinos highest win rate deck post lose according to trusted Twitter sources, sure. But it does not fit my narrative, so I ignore that data point. Unlike the other data points which point towards the things that I already believed. I love my lazy monkey, thank you for a tier 1 sub. I bought the deck in paper, played it for a week and sold the Rhinos portion based. Let's guess. Crush of Rhinos. Green. Higher than common, less than 8. Damn, what does Crush of Rhinos do? Insane card. It's 8 mana, 8 for trample. This Rhino is very goofy. They're foaming from their mouths too. It's probably how they sound. But it is green, so let's say Frag Task. Okay, so this is a 3 or 4 mana card, newer than M13, uncommon. 3 or 4 mana uncommon. Tireless Provisioner. Okay, so it's from the year of 21. It's a 3 mana uncommon creature. It's not a creature. I somehow ignored that. I assume it has to be a creature. Okay, so it's from AFR, Midnight Hunt, or Crimson Vow. 3 mana uncommon something. Could be an enchantment, could be an artifact, could be instant, sorcery, planeswalker. So let's think of an enchantment. Wolf and Van Mysteries, it's from the other set. The previous Shadows of Innistrad, yeah. Trials Revival, that's a flashback return card from graveyard to hand. Pleased to meet you, 7. Okay, there's no subtype, so it's from the AFR set. Or AFR Commander. Isn't there a new Kodama's Reach? Maybe. Is there? Peace Within Bros is literally from this set. Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. And you're gonna Beast Within me. You happen on a glade. You happen on a glade. Draw Neon or make camp. Return permanent from graveyard to hand or search library for 2 basic land cards. Alright, it was you happen on a glade. Never seen that card, so. I think AFR was the first set that I don't know any cards from. Because it was after Modern Horizons, during pandemic, without draft. So you know, I didn't even draft almost at all with Vicoria and later. So I don't know the cards too much from those sets, the commons and commons. I guess I played Standard on Arena for MPL. I know. I didn't mean that I actually don't know any cards from AFR. I know, you know, that he dispute Den of the Bugbear, etc. But the limited cards, I don't know any of them. And After Modern Horizons 2, there was little to do with those cards in Modern. And I remember that this set was... They started revealing this set, I don't know, 2 weeks after Modern Horizons 2, and I was like, bro, give me some time to play with this set. Give me some time to play with Modern Horizons. There's so many new cards there, right? It released on July 23rd. Modern Horizons 2 released on June 18th, so they took a month to release, but they started the previews very early. People say MTG is expensive to play, but if you're good, it's actually just free. And actually, you actually make money if you are good. All colors chant. Put Rhino then populate. Populate. Eight mana. To think that you make a card 5 mana less and an instant, and it's modern playable. Insane. Eight less instantly sorcery, I think. Well, but in practice, it's a 3 mana instant. Do you think any of my avatars on mod are worth thousands of tickets? Most avatars aren't tradable. I like that I have 5 Birds of Paradise avatars. And 2 Sarah Angel. Why do you have 29 Tesserets? It's a good question. I think Tesseret Agent of Bolas avatar was given out for joining some kind of a draft. And I played a good amount of that draft. Narset Transcendent was for Khans of Tarkir. Or the Dragons of Tarkir, and Sarkhan for Khans, and this for Fate Reforged. So I played those drafts and I got those. There was a system like that on Modo. Oh yeah, the Momor avatar. I don't remember where was the choosing avatar screen. Oh, here it is. Where does the avatar say on? Can actually play any avatar in the Momir queues, it's bagged. But do you not get the abilities if you don't choose Momir? Twilight Sparkle, Princess of Magic and Friendship. Based. But I guess I don't have it. Can use Choiras instead or play one of Eitashas to instantly win? Why one of? Can you just play 4? What does Joyra do? Nothing? Doesn't seem like a very good avatar. Discard a card, copy 3 instant cards chosen at random. Damn. Seems pretty strong. You also get to choose. And just free mana. Insane. Alright, let's try Teferi. Seems okay, this sense. It's more like Alchemy but better, seems like, yeah. Seagram Coast is gonna be Hammer only, but passing turn 1 is weird for a Hammer deck. I'm gonna go Saga Stoneforge. No, not even that. Maybe it's not a Hammer deck if they do that. Nice deck, bro. Let's play Teferi. Pierce, plus, pass. Okay, take it back. I'm not gonna pierce anything because seems like that's not what my opponent is up for. Let's see if they mulligan. They did mull to 5, okay. Temple Garden means they play Haywire Might. Or they just stream Hagen so Daryl Pearson play around. I mean, not very successfully, I would argue. Not very successfully, then it seems. Right, sounds good. This is grinding less. No. It's, well, I don't have grinding station in my deck, I guess. Moon kinda screws their deck. Moon also screws my deck. I play white cards, bros. Granted, there's a chance I shouldn't have Moon at all if I am splashing a third color. Odd sounds good, yeah. But the Blood Moon is for the Amulet gamers. And you need to clear a high bar to play it, otherwise. If you splash... Probably shouldn't play it. I haven't thought about it too much before I put it into my deck. Because if you board out white cards, you can function off one island and be fine, but... But I just wanted to have a tool for Throne or Amulet if I play against them. But I could play Alpine instead or something like that. Should probably play not Pierce but Snare. I think we don't have the confused old man spell pierce in this deck, but sometimes I play it. Not good. Let's kill a guy so they can't make a contact on turn 2, possibly. I guess I should upkeep kill it because of the blacksmith skill shit. Right, that was a bit weak. Let's get Sacred Foundry because we have more strands. I guess not true anymore. But I obviously should have just done that in the rapid. The dynamic construct would be so much better. Nayak. We found a Memnite? Sounds good enough. Good morning, Kaninki. Good morning, Blind Guardian 98. Free mana card, Teferi. Ajajaj. Not so good. Combo is clearly clickbait. Well, that's why it's in... That's 9. I have to jump those 2 guys. Alright, I guess we have to draw explosives. You see Spike's deck from yesterday, Braid of Fire deck. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yes, we can win. Oh no. That makes it harder. But I guess it still gives me a turn. They don't play hammer. Okay, they play hammer. Doesn't matter. Nothing ever mattered. Don't you like Urza's Saga and this kind of a deck? Well, that's a layered question. Urza Saga, like, what do you want to do? Just like add 4 Urza Sagas to your deck? Over what? You know, you want to play the artifacts, etc. Consider as a possible cut. I mean, the deck I play the most often is this. I'm just trying a different approach where I don't have that. Kind of similar to the list that won one of the modern super qualifier, but I think Saga is fine. You know, comes with the shitty artifacts, has upsides, downsides. So it's, you know, the Saga is not in isolation. It takes 10 different cards of itself. And Legora Breach, so you actually liked third color in a Saga deck. Yes, the white cards were pretty good for me. I think Urza Saga DRC is not a very good combo. Probably. But maybe there is some middle ground to arrive at. But yeah, I have no issue with playing the third color of cards. And this is fairly minimal, but I think they're very useful. So, yes, I do like the third color, I guess I would say. Potentially a problem. It's fine, explosives. Stop Coxer. No, I'll take any cock I want. Gonna do this. Yeah, I don't have a hammer, which we knew from the previous turn. When I didn't block the attack of the Sanctifier. Okay, so they drew this, played land. So they have no hammer in their hand still. Spell pierce opponent. We don't know that. Probably could have taken Spider Bluff, I guess, because I think I discard land often here. Okay, so they don't have anything. I think you can tap. No more fetchables, question mark, yes. You could attack, right? Yes, but then they attack me back. So I trade 3 damage for 2 damage, doesn't seem good to me to trade damage. So I could also, not attack. Temple Garden, question mark, seems like. Looks upon play Haywire Might, probably. I think the White Splash makes you really vastly better against Hammer. And any like Merc-type adjacent deck. I mean, I don't think my opponent kept matter much here. But sure, they did that, yeah. And this Paladin, I think. Maybe. I'll tag them with one of the guys. I think this guy is really good with Breach. Kinda just plays really well into the weaknesses. To fill out the weaknesses of Breach. Could sell lethal previous turn, right? What do you think is my win rate if I set lethal previous turn versus if I take however many turns of clicking I can? I think it's 100% versus 100%. But you're probably right. But I did choose a different lethal line than yours. I understand that. But like also the thing that I do is I I just give myself the opportunity not to well, you know, when it's clear to me that I have 100% win rate from like making a play, I give myself the luxury of not looking through my different plays, because if both are 100%, then you can't even say that one is better than the other, right? Cancer, do you think a Sagaless breach deck is possible? Yes. Well, I mean, we're playing it right now. I guess that's not this one. Yeah, we don't play Saga right now. Yeah, so I didn't set lethal because I did not think of setting lethal, because I have found a line with 100% win rate and I just taken it. And I stopped searching for other lines. That's my approach. Although I am sure this approach sometimes leads me the road of not finding lethal when it's relevant and then losing games because of that. Sometimes that does happen. Well, I mean, just sometimes I find like lines that I like good enough and I stop searching, and then turns out that I have missed a simple lethal line of actually counting up the damage in my hand, but do you think this version could be better than Grinding Station version? Maybe. I mean, this is a mid-range deck. But the Grinding Station, the Saga deck is also a mid-range deck. So it's a bit tricky. Why do you play Grape Shot though? To deal much damage to my opponent. If you surveil a large portion of your deck with DRCs, you will be able to find it, but might just not play it and play 4 bolts instead. I guess I play 4 bolts. But if you dig through your deck with baubles, you could Grape Shot them. That's the thought. The list that I started with was like the winning one from a tournament. Where is it? Requires a shit ton of mana. Well, this costs how much? 2. This costs how much? 0. So we'll see. I need to see it in practice. Like, so far the grape shot didn't seem to matter. You need 4 mana to like breach grape shot, or more mana if you want to consider in the middle. It might be not worth, but you should be able to flip a large portion of your deck often enough, and then it could matter a little bit. But we'll see. Why they cut off 2 Unholy? I think Underworld Breach and Lightning Bolt is sort of a combo, because recasting Lightning Bolt
Hey
a
Kanister,
few more
I hope
times.
you are doing well. Happy New Year's.
I mean, 4 mana, like 15 casts in graveyard. I don't know, maybe it's right. Well, if you have like DRCs in play, right? It's a fluid combo deck. It's not very stringent for how it's how it's supposed to go. It's kind of unclear, right? Some grape shot underwhelming here. Alright, bro, I'm cutting the fucking grape shot. There's no grape shot in there. Yeah, it's playing like an extra land. I was planning to add an extra Stevens anyways, but like there's no grape shot in there. But I for sure want to play 4 bolts with the breach, with breach DRCs, and then unholy heat's fine. But I also have prismatic ending, and I think prismatic ending is pretty good because then you can answer hairs and whatnot. So then it would be like so much point removal, and I think unholy heat seems like both seems important to me. Yeah, white is really good versus Summer. Ledger Shadow is great versus with the Saga, like with Breach as the backup. Counterspell would look nice here. Counterspell is nice. There's a few not nice things about Counterspell, namely if I want to be Breach recasting Bolt, then I don't want to have 3 islands in my deck because that's a problem. Because then I can't recast the bolts. And I would want to do that. Also, you know, there has been... Let me find a deck. I think it is a problem to have so many islands. I think this is the deck that won the modern super qualifier this week, and it's been which had like 4 mana Morphos Baral, but that's kind of nonsensical. And I probably would want to have a 19th land. I probably wouldn't mind playing more burn that goes to face, but I don't think that it exists. Baral makes mana Morphos a win con. I understand that, but it does seem nonsensical. It's still not a deterministic combo, but more a fluid one where you do some stuff. Yeah, not really into Lava Dart. Just play prowess. I think the prowess scratches suck for the most part. They're not very good. Like Soulscar Mage is not a very good card. So you play the Merc type creatures instead of prowess creatures, but it is kind of a prowess deck, yeah. And with white cards, you have a good hammer matchup, and that's awesome. Oh wow. Nice block. I was hoping for a Sentinel trade, but that's fine too. You ill, a little bit. After this realm, I'll finish the stream today. And go lie down. Don't think I want to let them draw. What if you added Faithless Looting and Arclight Phoenix instead of Mercless and Staff? Arclight Phoenix got banned. But really likes their Sentinel. No, they banned Arclight Phoenix. Can't actually play it. I'm building mono white hammer and paper. How inferior to blue white do you think it is? Not necessarily. Good draw. How in danger are you now? Not much in danger. Hmm. It's very slightly better to play blue. But it's not like super big deal. Can get Shadow Spear, but that's okay unless they get Shadow Spear Hammer, then good riddance. They have Sophie. So what? Oh, they do have Sophie. I thought in the deck. When they get it? I assume they search for a hammer. Okay. I don't think I'd place against Sword of Fire and Ice. Well, I could have Spell Pierce. Alright. I didn't actually look at what they grabbed. I assume they grabbed the Stoneforge. The hammer that they equipped the Stoneforge with. So you could have held up Spell Pierce and be fine against that opponent. Outplayed me with their move. So what? Świeć, gwiazdeczko, mała świeć. Alright, I poured out the grape shot, it's stupid. We haven't played a second iteration, we would have been fine. Just got a sub, 25 minutes, baby, wake up, change bottle, back to sleep. Congrats. It's pretty fast. This is probably not a great end. Yeah, small gun, I think. Looks a bit better. Gonna keep and we put back Arid Mesa. Nice mana base, thanks. Thank you very much. Pray for no Sanctifier, why? I literally don't care about Sanctifier. I don't think I want the fetch now, I'll draw a fetch over the course of the game. And we can maximize our chances for Shredder turn 2. Well, YOLO. I think it just sets up me better. Hallowed Fountain pretty bad here. Doesn't let me cast anything. The very nice. Good thing I threw away all my lands number 3, but you know. What they're gonna do? Equip a Sword of Fire and Ice? Is it one lander? Okay. Oh yeah. Hallowed Fountain, huh? I probably should have not fetched Hallowed Fountain. But I needed to fetch to play Considered, so actually maybe I should have still gotten something else. Bold-Faced Connive with Hallowed Fountain. Sounds good, bro. Why not 3? Yes. I mean, Island would do the same. Chat, she said the thing in the song. Stupid thing sucks. Doing it live. Well, I fetched because I had a bauble in hand and I didn't like my top card. Could be a Fiery Islet. One more Fiery Islet mention and I time you out. So the awkwardness came from like wanting to bobble here. Which the bobble was bobble and I could have searched for a Steam Vents number 2 maybe. Given my opening hand and just assumed to find red mana later. Because it truly didn't work out whatsoever. Okay, there is spell pierce, we can't win. I think the changes that we need to make to the
He's a
deck are
phenomenal
as follows.
control player.
As I
Play-
write this, immense tears of pleasure flows from my eyes. Words alone cannot express the feelings and emotions my heart goes through when I think of Hu Tao. On the 22nd of February 2021, my life
Play Fire Island
changed
as
for
a
the
19th
better
land.
the day I saw leaked footage.
The day I saw leaked footage. Yeah. And we don't need to be playing Manamorphose either. Because that card doesn't do anything in my deck. So we have a free slot, so we can spend it on something. I don't know. Fish Shredder. What's my foot age? My foot age is 27. Similar to the rest of my body age. I think at least one Manamorphose is quite nice as the 5th. Yeah, the 5th. Spell that makes treasure with flashback. There's really no point. Alright, I don't know what to add to the main deck otherwise, so I guess we can have the Metamorphose. Grape Shot. No, I cut the Grape Shot because I got bullied for ever thinking that I couldn't do that. One Saga, sounds good. Fun card like Kranos. You know, a card would fit perfectly. I already added a Fiery Islet. Went 5-0 with 2 Barrel, 2 Grape Shot. Was skeptical about the list, but it worked. Interesting. Well, maybe you could try it that way. With the Barrels and Grape Shot, but Metamorphosis, but... What does Barrel actually do? It makes your Metamorphose cost 1, so you have to play 4 Metamorphose, and then your Metamorphose is a ritual, and you get to... You know, do stuff. But... You know, Shredder is the true banger, bro. Maybe the Spell Piercer's main deck are not so good. And like, you know, having the Grape Shot is actually still better than that. Bar sliding, spacebar question mark, very good question. Are the Underworld Breaches in here just for the value? I don't see any loops or combos. There is no loops, no combos. The combo is to bolt them with Underworld Breach, which was most often the combo we did when grinding station deck too. Not sure about making Teferis. Do you like them? I like the Teferis in the grinding station deck. I'm not sure here. I'm not sure yet. Vodka will be kinda based. I don't know. Vodka were kinda... Maybe better than Metamorphose, maybe worse, hard to say. I think the only reason to play Metamorphose is the Baral. Can you play the new blue-red creature that puts tokens when you cast a spell? Yes. I recommend adding 4 counter spell. It might be that playing 4 counter spell is solid. If you want to keep the white cards, I don't think you can do that though. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I think it's either white cards or the counter spells, and then it's an option, but I really wouldn't want the white cards then. Blood Moon doesn't make much sense, I think, because it ends up being very narrow in a situation like this, and even against Amulet, you kind of Wertering. I think I don't like Dress Down too when you have access to Werther. I think Werther is better than Dress Down at being a Saga answer. Especially Werther Explosives. I really like that aspect of the Breach deck here. Werthers and Explosives and Dress Down. Dress Down kinda... Well, this is a Saga deck, so you obviously don't play Dress Down here, but I felt like this combination answers Hammers Sagas very effectively, with Explosives being good overall. Werther sending the Saga before it even starts doing stuff, setting them back a land. You like this deck better than with Combo Station? I don't have an opinion yet. Sagas being good versus Graveyard Hate's an angle we kinda miss out on. Yeah, a bit. Have to rely on shredders quite a bit, because DRC... That is my issue. DRC... One of my issues that DRC doubles down with Breach, so it's like a good combination together, but also answered by the same angle a little bit. But at the same time, people don't play actually much of the cards that are problematic, so it's more of a theoretical threat of someone playing a ley line against you than a practical one. Tricky. Reap and Hairs. Well, people don't play Reap. People don't actually play Reap. The white card's splash for Hammer in the sideboard doesn't work because the mana cannot support the white splash and the counter spells. That's like the issue, not the fact that you can't have them together. in your deck, the spells. Feel like Emery was kind of a big part of fueling breaches. I agree. But Fodscour does similar thing too. DRC does that too, I guess. Emery kinda similar to DRC in its role, TBH, actually. When you think about it. We can fit 100 funnel and be fine. Okay, I think it's not gonna be that fine. But maybe I have too many. Maybe I have too big of an expectation on my mana base. I think I probably should have tried out this deck at first with 2 Grape Shot to draw it more often to see how that rolls too. That way I would draw the Grape Shot more often. And people would not get convulsions from seeing a single Grape Shot and it being kinda hard to grasp. To understand. There's also always kinda weird in Modern right now. You think what you're gonna be playing against. It's mostly Murktide and Hammer, and you just play mid-range games against those decks. And in prelims, that seems to be very true. Just play against Murktide, Hammer, sometimes Rhinos, all the time. Just mostly Hammer is super common of my opponents in the prelims, which really makes me want to play white cards. Yeah. Yes, Hammer, there is no significant difference between Bolt and Unholy Heat. If you have some other ways to answer construct, which the plan is to have. Against Hammer, it does make sense not to play Counterspell, and then if you don't play Counterspell, then you want to use that. You want to have some kind of an angle that works well against the non-hammer parts of Modern. One side would go bigger than you or greater. And I kind of try to grapple with that by putting 10 spell pierces into my deck, but not sure about that. Is Pavlov Canal a good or a bad card? Very good question. Am I just a memer? Yeah. I am. I'm just a memer. Gabna service. Prolonging the prelim. Cut one pierce and one more for these two at 2 unholy heat. The only reason to do that is to satisfy your desire for symmetry. I don't want 9 removals in the deck. Just so many. It's way too many. Ugh. Fair Teferi maybe. I'm closer to playing less Teferis than more Teferis. Canister, hey buddy, thanks for the sub. Yeah, that's what he says probably. But yeah, it's easy to want to for a deck to be extremely symmetrical and be like, oh yeah, no one, it's just free, it looks clean, and that's just, it looks clean, but it doesn't mean anything besides looking clean. Canister isn't subscribed to me, that's true. Seems like Yellowhead's going to spend much more time in the queue, so you can perform a cube draft while they're battling it out. Vintage Cube Phantom Draft League, let's go. And we draft a good deck this time, bros. No, you got hit by Ragavan twice. Once or twice is fine. The third hit is lethal. Have you ever thought about the fact that if you take the name Emery lurking in the lock and you rearrange the letters in her name, you get Remy. Do I enjoy cubing IRL? Yes. But I do that rarely. Do I enjoy ice cubes? I don't know what that means. What's my favorite cube? Like my favorite Magic the Gathering cube? I think the vintage cube. Unless you wanted me to tell something funny like, I don't know, Rubik's Cube. Alright, bros, what do you take here? Prismatic Vista, Exhume, Force Reanimator, Wheel, Archon of Cruelty, Karn, Ignoble Hierarch, Force Mono Green, Archon or go mono white. If I want to force Reanimator, I think I would rather take Exhume. Than Archon. You take Laura and go White Winnie. Interesting. The bottom card is Sitting Song. If I take Vista, I will end with no... Like, the thing is that I will stay open, I will never build a deck, I will just build a shit pile again. So, I will take the Exhume and Force Reanimator for like a few picks, and then... Maybe my deck at least is gonna make sense. Shit pile sounds good. No, you haven't seen them. We have 2 mana elves by now. Okay, I'll take the mana elf now. Corpse Dance is a little bit cringe. Bone Shards discards for Exhume. But it's gonna wheel for sure. Reanimator is such a trap. Okay, so what? Sir Cancer, I must let you know that you're overtaking me on breakage and pushing me to 9th place even though I won against you on Saturday made me very sad. Damn. Alright, let's take one shot. Let's just force it. Duress. I have to tell you, Olsen, that I actually went 5-2. I left the PC and I returned an hour later to see that I timed out in the quarterfinals. On Sunday. But I got paired against a Lotus Field gamer in the quarters, so I probably would have lost anyways, so it's fine. We take Savai Triumph or Duress? We cut off black, we take Duress. Okay, we can take Recurring Nightmare, that reanimates. Bloodbath Harvester is a great card. Do we take Nightmare? Let's take Nightmare. It does reanimate cards. Mind Twist, that's a black card. Black Fetch, Grim Monolith, whatever. Let's take Mind Twist, I guess. Then you can take Dark Ritual. Monolith, surely. No, it doesn't make sense with those cards. Let's take Monolith. Mind Twist. Please don't link porn in the chat. Packrat say discard outlet. This goes to my graveyard and it's probably fine with Recurring Nightmare. Packrat is just bad. Let's take Shriekmore, the leveler. Let's take Shriekmore because it's black and it cuts off the color. Okay, we can take Necromancy now. To focus on the Reanimator theme. Custody Leech is a black card. Everything else sucks. No, there was an Archon in the first pack. Somebody fucking took the stupid Archon. Chart. No, I play black. Who the fuck took the Archon, bros? I'll take Karn. I can reanimate him. Blue-black land. Why pass blue? That's so much filtering. Bro, chill. I'm drafting. You just relax and watch. Don't overthink it. I'm the one behind the wheel. You just look at scenery. It's gotta suck. Sack the Triumph. Triumph makes sense. I'll make no suggestions from now on. No, you can make suggestions, but just chill. Bros. Take Shitoru. How good is Devoted Druid in Cube? Very good question. Hydrate Krasis. Okay, maybe shouldn't have been drafting Reanimator, but we have like 3 reanimations. And fuck the guy who... Yes! Griselbrand, let's go. Anything else in the back? Him to Turak, I hope it wheels. Griselbrand, let's go. Grave Titan, fine. Good reanimation target and a card I can cast. I think I like Grave Titan more than Battle Sphere. Also combo with Recurring Nightmare because it makes tokens. I mean, I guess this does too. Actually, even more tokens, but I like Grave Titan more. If I get Dark Ritual, I can just play it or something. Oh yeah, Dark Ritual with Mind Twist. Let's go. Steel Seraph, what does that do? I don't know. You know, worst case, I'll Mind Twist myself with X1, hit the Crystal Plant, and exhume it. Grief. Grief seems okay with reanimation. Yeah, seems okay. Survival, looting, they're probably better cards. I don't know. If looting or survival to discard the creatures. Hopefully Grief will wheel. Seg looting. Delta. Seasoned Pyro, snuff out. Pyro seems good with Recurring Nightmare. But it's really hard to cast in mono black. Red. I'll take the Delta. We are on the plane, the prelim, but we have a draft to do to perform, so I'm sorry, broski. Graveyard Trespasser is in the cube. Kinda hateful towards my archetype. Could take Probe as a random card. I'll take the Trespasser. Whatever. Wow, Preordain? Norn is okay against creature decks. I guess I could reanimate Elish Norn, yeah. Could take Bloodcast with Recurring Nightmare. Oh, let's take Bloodcast. Anime Dead. Coma is a card you could reanimate, but we have Grizzlebrand already. And Grave Titan. Signet is trash. No, I don't think it's necessarily trash. It's one color only. It's a bit off color. Let's take Anime Dead here. Satoru not gonna be played. Karn probably not gonna be played. Although I have Dark Ritual, probably not. I mean, I don't know if Dark Ritual Karn is even that strong. We'll see. Him to Turak returns. Could play Domination, Shelldog Isle. I think having Domination, I have 7 creatures. Maybe good to have in the sideboard. Probably not main decking it, but we'll see. Brutality seems very nice. We'll see if we play the Favorite Looting. I have 2 sources. A third Fatty would be nice to have here. Yeah, we're gonna find one. Or just Entomb. Where Entomb? Could take Dark Confidant, Blackleaf Cleaves, Ragavan. I don't know if Ragavan is actually gonna be good in my deck. Well, I'm not playing blue. I'm not playing blue, bro. Can take the Blackleaf Cleaves for the looting. And then we're gonna wheel one of the guys. Like Inkwell's gonna wheel, bros. It's fine. I have all the reanimations. You could take Library, Vampiric. I think Library is OP. I'll take it. Wurmcoil Engine. It's medium reanimate target, but maybe an okay enough one. Yeah, seems good enough. We can cast it too. Unlicensed Hairs, you can take it so that we don't play against it. I guess no, because it's leagues. Liliana, Evolved Sleeper, whatever. Mannequin is actually kind of okay. Yeah, but I have like so many 4 reanimations already. If we are heavy mulligan combo deck, library is kind of worse. Yeah, I don't know if I'm heavy mulligan. Let's take the Liliana. Una Sprawler can discard cards. Badlands is nice. Badlands seems better. I'm probably not playing Putrid Demon. Like, there's so many blue cards. Let's take it. Hopefully one more big guy returns from the first pack, Terastodon or the whale. Inkwell. Assume my point is on scam in here. Well, I understand was a reference, but please don't post porn in my chat, like, still. If we Laxag a 4th type, we're gonna make my DRC survive. Bitter Blossom. Solid with Recurring Nightmare. Braids Rise and Nightmare, I know what that does. I'm not in the mood of learning. Emery is new. I think it's gonna take Bitter Blossom. Fetch, Voidwalker. Voidwalker kinda random. How many cards do I have? Like 23 barely, so maybe could take the Voidwalker. Probably stops some stuff. Like another fetch to get the Badlands seems pretty good too, but let's take the fetch. Maybe Duffy Voidwalker is gonna wheel. Okay, Inkwell and Terastodon. Which one? Probably Terastodon. Hero's Downfall. Gigs. Wow, actually the blue-black land is still here. Which card is better, Fiend Artisan or Evolved Sleeper? They're both kinda sick. Let's take the Sleeper. Wow. Brawler. Eh. Endurance last pick. So we didn't get the Duffy Voidwalker on the wheel, I guess. Not that super weird. No Entomb, unfortunately, and somebody took the Archon. First game. But I think my strategy of forcing produced a deck that looks better than my average deck, so I'm happy about that. Could have had Depths, Thespian Stage, Golas, yeah, so what? So we don't need to play Savai Tryon. $14 lands, where we can play a bit more lands. Let's play our prelim game first. Giant Cardos. Oh, it's just his creativity, maybe. Actually, really bad if they make an Archon. But I assumed it's like some kind of a Giant deck, but it might be creativity. I don't know what to do exactly here. But minusing the fairy puts it in bolt range. Seems unnecessary. If we draw Breach, we could just bolt kill them.
He's a phenomenal control player.
We e e e e e e e e e e e e e e e e e.
So yeah, I have no cards, but they can Archon once. And I can kill them with bolt. Assuming I find a breach, of course. Oh, okay. Did I ever play Tony Hawk's as a child? Only a little bit. I think I had a demo, but I don't think I played the full game. Point only has 7 cards, surely they have nothing. Well, they didn't do anything and they plus lands so they have the lands in hand. Basics on Prime Valentine, that doesn't make sense. Guess let's try heat. I guess they might have persistent hands and then they will persist back to Primal Titan, which could be problematic. In Scapeshift decks of 2022, do you need to play Ren? You're probably better off playing Ren in those decks. O2 Shredder, let's go. Alright, just draw Breach and kill them. Come on. Never Breach, never Iteration. Here it was. So I guess this is gonna be a Blood Moon matchup. I don't have any Graveyard Hate in my deck right now. So I can hate on graveyards, but... You can dress down a Titan and fluster the storms, and you can use Engineered Explosives if you want to. Or Spellsner even. But we need to fit that into a deck, so... I think I keep 2 heats and I don't have explosives then against them. We can, yeah, let's get Dragons. They have persist, I don't want to rely on explosives versus them often. Doesn't seem to make sense.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Happy birthday.
Do you think Underworld Breach can be banned? Having a great boom. That's Bantok. I mean, to time me out for 10 minutes. Thank you, Luthor, for the subscription. Oh shit, they draw you Windswept Heights Forest. Foothill Forest. Fotsies. Fotsies is extremely painful. Probably need to take the Blood Moon. So that gives me a decent amount of pressure on them. He took the Shadow. I like Moon. I don't care, bro. I literally don't care. Any Cyber Guide plan in the future? Yeah. I'm not sure what yet. How many 2-drops upon us to be playing for Snare to be Wharf? I'm not sure. It is a bit of a weird Cyber Guide card. Opponents deck has Rens and Persist, so you could argue for it. It kinda makes sense. So I thought about it, but briefly. Then I stopped thinking about it. You got 7 life. 6 with Fetch Land. You kill my TCR, you do. Sad. And I kept the land like a buffoon. Maybe the plasters are too bad. I think they are. Oh no. Well, that's actually fine. Oh, they might have many blasters. I cycle well. I get counterspelled. I guess. This seems okay. Because I can spend 2 burn spells on countering the dwarves, or I can combine it with another one to kill them, I guess. They leave one to block Ragavan. Okay, so now we just try to draw Breach. Kind of weird not to attack with both if you do that, or to attack with just one, because then it... I guess. Need to draw Breach. Primal Titan gives me some time to draw out of it. Self. Fable, very strong. Keep the fetch for now because of Bubble. We drew the Breach based. We drew the kill card, bros. I play Underworld Breach. I bolt. Alright, so they have Veil, which makes Flaster better or worse? Kinda both. They have Fotsies, which makes Snare worse. Let's do this. If you had only one bolt in your graveyard, would you cast as first bolt? Yes. They had 1 mana, so they couldn't have an interruption. But in some situations it would have been awkward for you, of course. if they would have 2 mana and Boseiju up, right, then you'd have to think about what you exactly want to do, but it's tough. Okay, I don't mind drawing a land now. My hand needs some mana. So it's this Merktide with Breach instead of Merktide partially, but also has white cards and no counter spells, so I've seen more Merktide decks. It's kind of like between prowess. It's kind of like prowess with the Merktide creatures, I guess. Do I like this version more than traditional Breach, or is it too early to tell? It's too early for me to tell. Oh, missing land drops, I see. Not so nice, huh? I think I'll play Shredder. What do you think of Grixis Shadow with Breach? I think it's fine, but I haven't played much with it. I don't have confidence in Breach being a better card in that deck than Kroxa is. TBH. They persist Primal Titan, that would be a bit problematic. Whoops. I'll spend mana on bolting him twice. Or keeping the bolts, I think. Grape shot. Kekv. Better Union persist Primal Titan is pretty cool. Although having to play Valakut is pretty non-cool. Also, they had turn 1. They had a game 1 swamp, basic swamp. Are these hybrid storm decks the real deal? I've got a 12-man RCQ in 2 weeks. How do you know it's gonna be 12-man? How do you know already? Oh, it's capped, okay. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. You have lethal, discard express iteration. Wait, so I'll go bold face. I go 3, 5, then I go bold face, grape shot. I have to connive in non-lands for a shadow to be 6. Let me see his worth. That works. Yeah, grape shot has to be in a deck. Clearly, great card. I mean, I think if I want to play this deck again, I would play like with 2 grape shots to draw them more often and see how is it to actually draw it, right? Because I'm thinking that it just might happen. You know, it's a kind of a bad card, but it might happen that it's gonna be like enabling enough burn damage. Yeah, the Manamorphose. I mean, Boris Charm, yeah. Boris Charm. I don't think I want to play the Moon. I think like 3 Pierce is a little bit extreme in the main deck. And you can connive the grape shot sometimes, and in the graveyard it matters. You know, it's a bit stinky, but I'm not sure if I have 2 weep grape shots IRL though. If I were to want to play this in paper. Does this deck have a legit loop with Breach other than having free Darcy on the field? No. That's the loop. I mean, it's just a prowess burn deck type deck. Card advantage interaction. Pow pow. Alpine Moon with Engine Explosives, a little bit of a non-bow. I'm not sure about that. Yes, I don't have Graveyard Hate at all, which we could have something. Spellsender is random. My 2 cents are that bold face victories are real with Breach, and Grapeshot is not that bad in that scenario. Maybe not needed, but not that bad. I agree, yeah. Like, that's kind of the point of arriving at this deck, that like I have 4 bolts because the bolt is combo, and like Grapeshot is a combo too. Like, you attack with creatures and then you deal 7 damage or 13 damage with the Breach or something. This type of a thing. No, the second Grapeshot is not a placeholder. Like, the next time I play this deck, I will play with 2 Grapeshots. Maybe something in the side for the graveyards, yeah, but why do you actually need that is a question. Surgical. But there's no decks that you want surgical against, really. Maybe worth trying to squeeze a Thought Scour in. Maybe, but only a little bit. Can play Soul Guide, Tormots. Just a question of whether there's a reason to. Like, against my opponent's deck, I wouldn't mind having 1 Soul Guide, but I wouldn't be like over the moon about it. Either. Alright, let's put 2 Soul Guides in there as placeholders. Tormod and Soul Guide are good, but without Saga or Emry, I don't think they're good. Well, that's a bit contradictory. Cutting Moon will add Saga. Well, playing Saga, chat, is a huge commitment. You don't just play Saga and decks. That's how I play it. Set Da Vinci MTG with a 3 bolt, 18 lands, 4 Shredder, 3 counterspells, and Werther's in the sideboard for 1 Allowed Fountain, 3 islands. Also still playing the moon, I guess. That makes sense. If you don't bring it together, you can do that, but yeah, Saga is a spell. Indeed. But it's a pretty bad spell in some decks, right? It's like... It's kind of medium in this deck, but then you also need 1 mana shit artifacts for it. So the Saga actually costs you like 6 slots to play C3 Sagas. And in this deck, often the constructs are okay, but also often I really don't want to start spending mana on doing that. The first construct you make is kind of very bad value for the mana I spend. It has upsides, downsides, but if I were to play Saga, I'll play it together with Emery, I think, because that does make sense. You can actually go for 5 spots, cutting Research Desk or Spellbomb. Sure, whatever. You need to play the shitty artifacts, right? You don't want to do that. Containment Priest seems reasonable since it can reach creativity and living in at instant speed. That's pretty funny. Does it actually do anything else in Modern besides that? I don't think it actually works against Living End though, because the Living End kills it, so then it returns the creatures, so it doesn't work too well against Living End, right? Containment Priest. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and wasn't cast, exile it instead. So you need a Containment Priest in your graveyard? No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, that's not very good against Living End. Because you sacrifice the creatures first and then you put creatures from the graveyard. What do you think about the list? Yours or mine? I don't know yet. I'll play with it a little bit more, but today I said I will just do the prelim. I lied. We are going also to play the cube. Because I began to feel a bit better. We need to make a few last cuts. We probably don't play Evolved Sleeper. We probably want to play Library of Alessandria. And we might cut... I think a Lich is fine, but I'm not sure. Graveyard Trespasser may be kinda random in my deck. Bitter Blossom seems good with the Lich, good with the Recurring Nightmare. I think the Trespasser is just sideboard card. It's kinda like free hate card for graveyard. And then you have 16 lands, that seems fine. And do Damnation the Sideboard Gigs, I assume, is also not practically good in my deck. Do you have a blue Triumph? Miscalc is a good card. I think you have a much lower requirement for splashing. Bloodgust, very good with recurring, but such a bad card if we don't draw the enchantment. Well, I will just draw the enchantment, or I will discard it with my discard effects. A creature that attacks to get the Monarch. I think it has some synergies. We'll see. Why not playing gigs? It's pretty good with Imp, Bloodgust, etc. Well, we can try gigs. Just assume it's shitty, but maybe it's okay. I only have a few creatures. And I think my deck's plan is not necessarily that. Gigs is definitely bad. Alright, let's not play it then. I see Twitch chat is convinced. Seems okay with Bitter Blossom though. Although I only have 20 life points to give, so maybe not actually good. I hope they cut Trespasser along with other stinkers. I think it's a little bit hard to find black cards that do anything. In the history of Magic the Gathering, often, besides reanimation. So there is always black stinkers in the deck, like Desecration Demon was in Cube forever. Don't exactly understand why, but it was. Yeah, Archon would have been awesome, of course, but somebody had to take it. Some freaking nerd had to take it. Also, you ever notice how the zombies are coming out of the Grave Titan's stomach? Pretty spooky shit. Worn Power Stone, okay. Mind Twist, Custody Leech. I minus Liliana to make it play. I have some cards to play, not super many. I guess I could melee Bloodgast too. But I think there's a decent chance I won't melee anything. Let's just... How's the prelim going? We went 3-1 with the deck.
He's a phenomenal
Felt okay,
control
with some
player.
room to fix.
New Year, same old Kaneki Evo 17 Bansai.
Same old Kaneki indeed, yeah. I guess I'll assume as a compliment. A bit of a problematic thing here, but... Probably kill the Butter School, because we have Shikmo. They don't seem to be playing black. We can't play the Custodial Leech right now, which is truly a shame. Monastery Mentor. Solid. Fucking thing sucks. If they counter, it's fine. We can minus Liliana to grab the Shikmo back. But probably gonna threaten the ultimate. Might be hard to beat for my opponent. Because it's what? It's emblem at the beginning of your end step. Create X zombies. Where X is 2 plus the number of zombies you control. So it's 2, 4, 8. And then grows a lot. Let's see if they play Eugene and ruin me. Upheaval. Well. Okay. Okay, but we just restarted the game. That's okay. We are live to draw a reanimation card. Anytime. Recurring Nightmare? That's okay. Swamp.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Okay, so I can just get Grizzlebrand now. I think it's better to Bitter Blossom. So I might also have interaction. Miscalc, yeah. And I would rather them spend interaction on Bitter Blossom, which it takes time to start doing stuff. They play the Worn Power Stone now, but we go Griselbrand. And I think pass. Who? No, Hoi G Enjoyer. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Missile end drop, solid. So, I guess I'll do this. Mana drain. Okay, discard 2. Discard fetch. Mountain Terastodon. Damn, you really murdered that Hoagie pronunciation, thanks. They die. Yeah, it was a very nice mana drain. Mana drain. Oh wow, we drew another Griselbrand, that's awesome. Get a Monastery Mentor. Seems okay. Winds of Abaddon. Balance. Let's get Great Titan. Because of Recurring Nightmare. You can't destroy the Monastery Mentor with Terastodon because it's only non-creatures. But it was kinda close. It's got a plains, play the land, okay. Canister wins. Okay. So I guess Trespasser is sort of a combo with Exhume to an extent, but I don't know which extent. Damnation doesn't seem good against my opponent's deck. Anything seems good? Not really. I'll just resubmit. Keep. Grave Titan is the best creature card in this cube, yes. Deck is perfect. Deck seems pretty okay. Consistent. One color. With a very light splash for a useful card. So seems good. Do you have tutors? Okay, it's not that good. We don't have tutors. I could have taken Vampiric Tutor, but I took something about over it. I don't remember what. Wow, didn't even ask me what I vote for. Giga value. Gideon Jura. Destroy tapped creature, solid. Tapped creature destroyed. Ouch. We also get many lands, so it's not that bad because, you know, could have been worse, but Winds of Abaddon kind of a combo with Upheaval, sort of. And now if we draw Griselbrand, we can just hardcast them. I don't want to attack, I have the Brainsucker to protect. Actually, I'll thin my deck. No spells. Deck thinning is real, question mark. It is very real. Fencer, Shaper, Savant. Okay. Bounce your Cleaves, okay. I don't think I care about Liliana that much to kill this Venser. Fast for Discovery. Didn't they cast it this game already? Was it last game? Was it? It was last game. Terastodon. Well, that's actually the one I cannot hardcast. Sad. I guess I'll just attack them. Maybe they'll die next turn to my 5 damage. I don't know if it's reasonable to downfall. to rather reanimate Mentor in Downfall. Because, yeah, most likely the upheaval. I already cast Looting twice, I don't need the red lens, so it's better for me to play Swamps. Oh no. How many more lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 more lands in the deck. Not more than that. Maybe I should have kept an extra land over some spells. Ouch. That fucked me over. Ow. What did I discard this Elspeth this game? That was the previous game, right? Colonnade, OP. You can play Nightmare, and if you evoke on the sack, sacrifice them all. Actually, no, because it's activated only as a sorcery. Oh yeah, they had advanced, so we know that. So we die. Hmm. Upheaval got me good. Well, let's try again. Rabble Master to pressure them? I guess I could do that, yeah. Or even Trespasser. Kinda want to take Upheaval too, because I think I'm fine over the... Well, we can take Upheaval with Collective Brutality though. So probably take Miscalculation now. And Upheaval with Brutality. I don't think we've seen anything that can return cards from the graveyard. I can't think of a bad matchup for the blue-red-white breach with counter spells. Maybe it's pretty good. Damn. Well, the question is if the reality will verify that or not. With actually no bad matchups, hashtag, or if there is some. I forgot to play my amp. Remand. It's little chance that the upheaval will do too much. But I think wins is pretty bad too for them. Just fetch all the lands from my deck. Can play the Emperor, nice. Modo. Modo. Why not? Why what? There's no point playing the Murderous Rider because of the Winds of Abaddon. I should have kept that one in my hand. There was no point in playing it. Ooh, opponent's gonna like that. Easy. Destroy the first opponent. Bloodgust win? Yeah. Bloodgust would be nice to attack them with haste to destroy them, but we did not get it. Modo. There is this card for the Modo team, which is called Modo something Oracle. I don't know why I can't find it on Scryfall though. I guess it's not actually a card, but do you have to say type something to include funny? It's funny. Oh yeah, Modo, the gnarled oracle. Eminence. X discard a card. Target player reveals cash on top of the library until reveal a creature card from mana cost X or less. I'm not sure why, in what way it relates to Modo. MTGO. That's really funny. Keep. We're gonna... Why is MTGO named Modo? Because of Magic Online with digital objects, I think, was some kind of illegal name. At least at first. Which it should be named Movdo then, but... A digital object was for sure a part of that. Let them cast a 2-drop. We got 7 cards, play 2 cards, go to 5, then we discard 4 of them. Grim Monolith, okay. Have fun, bro. Golos, Island, Time Spiral, Vraska. Sure. Merchant Pulse. Tapping the Grim Monolith to Merchant Pulse my thing. Awesome. Solid move. In 4 more terms, I can use Library of Alexandria. Oh, how am I supposed to be banned again? Made a joke about card named Mind Twist. No, you actually linked a pornographic website in the chat, which I had an issue with. I took issue with. It's pornographic against the Twitch TOS. Well, we can't broadcast that. I don't know if we can link that in the chat, but I would prefer if you wouldn't. Just for the sake of it. You'll save 1 million of your Twitch points to make KCI great again. If you subscribe, you can accumulate points at a much greater rate. And they untap Monolith. It costs 4 mana to untap, they couldn't have. They chose Carnage. No. I choose Homage. No Carnage. No Carnage. Sneaky little. Any way to sideboard. My opponent's deck seems like a random card, some ramp. I'll just resubmit and
He's a
don't want to
phenomenal
think
control player.
about it. Brick Masta Flex, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to a fellow Twitch chatter. Homage. That's in French. Maybe it's like that in English too, given that the pronunciation in their language is random. Did you qualify for the Pro Tour on Phoenix? Yeah. Yes, I did qualify for the Pro Tour Philadelphia by going good enough with Phoenix and Sofia. Do you draw this card for this hand? I do discard the Russell on my first cleanup for sure against what my opponent does here. Omelette di homage. Homage. Ay. Oh, so much Phoenix in top 8. Well, the Phoenix player won, so I don't know if there was this much Phoenix in the top 8, but... YOLO. I think there was 2 in the top 8, but it just won, so they showed it. Good. Oh, fetch forest. No more basic, no more non-basics to find, huh? No, they don't have a pools. Got 2 RCQs this weekend for Dallas RC3. Good luck. Sylvan Library. Say their life points, so the library sucks. Play the rider. Doesn't really matter against the free freeze, but the downfall needs to be kept for the combat trick. The Rastodon, really. When it goes to 5, doesn't really matter to be on 5 or 4, yeah. It's an okay draw. It's actually a really good draw. Thanks, Canister. I need some redemption for Atlanta. They 2'd but lost to Seth Manfield on day 2 to knock me out of making top 48 for a PT invite. Damn you, Seth. But it's a bit tough. Like Atlanta RC was so much bigger compared to the other one. Kinda insane. like 1,000 people. Over instead of the 400 that was in Sofia. That does make it a bit harder to top XYZ. Solid. I mean, I say solid, but next they put Emrakul into play. Canister wins the match. Do I think standard meta will change for Napolis? Yes, there is gonna be a new set. Or 2 new sets even. That for sure would change the standard meta game. But also, I don't know what's the standard meta game right now, truly. And kind of hard to say. Good hand. Standard meta is everybody basically playing Pioneer at black midrange. Sure. Yes, it is. Well, it is mostly legal. So it is probably gonna be the good deck to play. We did play against, I guess, both of those cards so far already. Yes, Portal. Not sure. Actually, kind of spooky. Nah, not spooky. I play Selva's Spirit, I'll discard their hand. Save for a card. Damn. Maybe actually I go to live the Lich. Standard actually doesn't seem fun at all right now. Sure. I mean, when does standard seem fun? Like it's just not. It does not. Just generally speaking, it does not. If Siege was legal, then you could hear people say the same thing. Standard not fun because you play Siege and something. Any tips to prepare for Napolis if you've never played Standard seriously? I actually don't know. I'm kind of in the same spot as you, broskis. I don't have any idea either. I probably will be playing a few standard challenges on Modo, and that probably be like the hub of information that people are going to use. So it makes sense to play standard a bit in there. Sounds like the best place for me to play standard challenges. Although it's also the standard challenges are kinda not like not everything. Like they're not like it's not like standard is robust like it was in there, but I think that's the biggest approximation available to players right now. I think playing arena will make you worse. Napolis. And I say that because I don't like Arena, so I don't want to play it myself. Standard challenges are pretty meme. I did 3-4 and top 32 last weekend. Pretty first time deck losing all mirrors. Yeah. Why does that make them a meme? That sounds like something that's definitely probably should happen. Well, they're just small, so you get a top 32, yeah, but it doesn't really matter whether you made top 3, whether you made top 32 or not, right? It matters whether you played matches and learned something about the format. At least in Pioneer there are a lot of high quality cards in multiple archetypes, but standard card quality is such big disparity. There are a few busted cards like Fable that if you're not playing you will just lose. Yeah, maybe. Well then simply play Fable. Seems like you've got it solved. And your opponents won some percentage of the time and they will just lose. Damn, Adeline. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I'll reanimate Grizzlebrand and hope that's gonna be good. Figuring to top deck reanimate. Well, I have Necromancy. That seems solid to me. I don't have reanimate in my deck. It actually wouldn't be good. I guess I'll just put Grizzlebrand into play. Wasn't worth to trade for one of the flyers. Yeah, I guess I could block. Good point. Why do you like Reanimator so much in Cube? No, I don't. I just picked... What did we pick? Pick one. Some Reanimator card. Exhume? I think Exhume. But I did that begrudgingly and I didn't actually like that pick. No, I guess I did not do that begrudgingly. I would not say I particularly like Reanimator in Cube. I just like it a little bit. Blast Gas seems kinda weak. Good with my Recurring Nightmare, but maybe the Lich over Blood Gas. Yeah, I guess let's cut the Lich because they attacked me. And the synergy gonna be probably important to assemble early. How do you think Phoenix is against Rakdos Sacrifice? Mostly favored, I think. Close. Pretty close. Oh no. Mana creep turn 1 again. It depends a lot. The regular sacrifice lists vary a lot, but heard conflicted opinions. Doesn't seem to matter to play the blood guest, so there's so much incidental graveyard Hain cube now. I don't think it's incidental, I think it's on purpose. Is it true that good red-black midrange players choose to go on the draw? Well, some people do that. I tried taking the draw as Phoenix myself and that sucked. I tried taking the draw with Phoenix and like depending on the exact build, with the build I had in Phoenix, I also had Crackling Drakes and Invoke the Winds. Last time I played, which meant with 4 drops and 5 drops, I just wanted to be on the play to play my 5 drops and, you know, expensive cards early. So there is some people who take the draw, and also against the RC decklist of Phoenix with less, which were more similar to my list, often with less big cards in the sideboard, then it makes more sense to take the draw. But I mostly lose to red-black when they deal damage to me. I don't lose to red-black when they don't deal damage to me, so... Oi, oi, oi. I think we died to the Palace Jailer. Wrath of God, that seems odd in the deck. Oh shit, Sun Titan. What a weird deck. Only 2-1 in the cube. I think the mana crypt was too much. It helped my opponent overcome me by deploying turn 1 Elite Spellbinder 2 times, so... Mana crypt pretty strong card. I have to tell you. Our deck didn't have much power, I guess, so I'd fallen behind the power deck. Could have one go at Damnation, cast Kill Spellbinder. Okay, luckily we were not drawing Damnation. But I forgot I cybered in. Lol. Only a ginger. That being said, I'll go and rest for a bit to get down with the sickness. Thank you for joining me for this prelim and for this cube. Today, it was a pleasure to play games with you Twitch chatters, and it was a pleasure to receive many subscriptions. I will show up, today's Tuesday? Yeah, I'll show up on Thursday again. And I wish you to hydrate. And you can watch Gab Nassif Nasgaping his way through the cube. Cheers.